Hello guys, I'm your host Prime19 and this is King of the Hill.
I am back for my first commentary for the King of the Hill channel in a while, and to be honest, this was actually supposed to be up a long time ago. But due to me doing a few other things, I didn't get the chance to upload this as soon as I wanted to. But regardless, it's up. And thank you to TuttleFamily for holding out on uploading this to his own channel for a very, very long time, something like a month. And yeah, so I believe this is a King series, or maybe it's not, because what he said to me was something that's titled definitely not King series. But you know, at the time, I remember TuttleFamily potentially being king, or sPEDO being king at the time, and yeah. So tower selection. So TuttleFamily has opted into Ice Tower, Cannon, Tack Shooter, and Dartling Gun. And unfortunately, I didn't get the chance, or I didn't remember to ask him for what towers he was able to select before each game. So, I'm just going to assume that if he's going to choose those towers, this game's not going to go very far, given that Dartling Gun is his only camel popping power, and, I don't know. Probably didn't even have a chance to choose Ace. I would have chosen Ace Ace over even Cannon. Given that this is not going, I would not imagine this going to round 18 actually, and I don't believe I've seen a match, a game 1 in a randomization King of the Hill series go past round 18 to date. Then again, I don't watch much, but I haven't. So as you can see, both players opting into different defenses to start off the game. TuttleFamily are going to use the rather old Ice Shredding strat, which is still very effective in the early rounds, despite the fact that Ice has been nerfed, or at least Ice Shreds has been nerfed quite significantly. But yeah, and sPEDO looking to use 3-0 Cannon. That might not defend perfectly against Pinks. So yeah, he's going to look to get an Ice Tower there, just to make sure that some of the Pink Balloons are frozen by the Ice Tower. Therefore, the Cannon whiffing a bunch of times won't be so bad for him. Looks like TuttleFamily is not going to take advantage of the fact that sPEDO has minimal defense for Pinks. Actually, it's not minimal defense, but I don't think it's the most effective defense. And me not paying attention, apparently sPEDO leaked quite a lot, maybe to those space blue balloons that TuttleFamily sent earlier. I'm not sure. Meanwhile, TuttleFamily leaks one Pink. As you can see, that defense being fully effective in the early rounds. So the question is what they will be doing for round 8. Now, a Ring of Fire up there would be very effective. Probably be solid until round 12, which is when he's going to have to start looking to get his camera detection. Honestly, this game's probably not going to get very far past round 13 even. So we'll see which player is going to look to exploit that first. Or even look to exploit even earlier, given the fact that the way their defenses are looking so far. Maybe they might not even opt to a Ring of Fire early on. Maybe they'll try to look to make something up. TuttleFamily at the very least will make the look to do something with Dartling Gun for round 8, maybe, or look for a 3-0 Cannon to defend the Regal Whites, or sPEDO might actually need to look to get way more defense. Way more defense, because that is definitely going to get him killed on round 8, assuming TuttleFamily decides to take advantage of that defense. Dartling Gun, Ring of Fire. I'm assuming that with the tower selection that TuttleFamily took, that those are actually the best towers they had to choose from. Or at least the other two towers probably had no camera detection along those lines. And yeah, so neither player really getting much for round 8. I see sPEDO getting a Dartling Gun and not taking advantage of the fact that TuttleFamily actually still hasn't built much for round 8. Not even upgrading his Dartling Gun, being very lazy here, definitely just baiting the Regal Whites. Even though if he did do that, will sPEDO take advantage of that? Actually, he could very well take advantage of the fact that TuttleFamily still doesn't have the defense for Regal Whites. He could. But apparently no, he's not going to look to do that. TuttleFamily's actually able to save his money. Maybe even survive round 12 if he has enough money for a laser cannon, but he definitely can't look to get that too soon. 500 economy for round 9. Actually, that's not too horrible, given the towers they have. Actually, and sPEDO actually building a tack shooter here. He's definitely worried about the round 11 zebras. Because zebras can be quite effective. We'll see if... Actually, no. Let's see if sPEDO... Oh, no. It looks like TuttleFamily is going to be the first one to send the aggressive rush with free grow zebras here. What is sPEDO doing here? Definitely worrying more about the regular balloons. The AI balloons. Able to defend those perfectly. Now it looks like TuttleFamily is going to actually look for an all-out camo rush here of regrow camo zebras. And sPEDO is actually building another Gatling gun. Definitely going to leak quite a bit to those, as that is definitely not enough power early on. Sells all his defense. Actually may be able to defend this, but that looks like a lot of balloons getting by. That's going to look like it's going to be the GG very early on. Is that going to be the GG? Actually, no, I think he's defending completely. Oh, no, that's going to be the GG, as sPEDO was... I see what he's trying to do there. He's probably going to look to build a 0-4 ice actually to stall the frozen balloons, stall the camo balloons, maybe able to pop them a bit more, but honestly, that was just prolonging his death. Just had no chance. You know, it was really up to the person who decided to send the aggressive rushes earlier. Maybe if he looked to exploit TuttleFamily early on round 8, or even round 11, he might have been able to be the... It might have been switched around, maybe. But TuttleFamily, with the great decision making, able to grade up grade 1, we will see what sPEDO chooses for game 2. So game 2 here, and sPEDO has selected mines. TuttleFamily, nice tower selection there. Actually, those look like very good towers for this, especially the tack shooter. Might be a little bit more difficult early on because you know the grouped blues. And pinks layering could get either player to leak quite a lot. I'm assuming there's no cannon, which is why he's looking to get ace. Actually, no, which is why he's looking to get dart monkey. We'll see. And sPEDO looking to get ice towers to begin with. So ice on one side. I would assume that sPEDO chose the same towers, except he chose ice over tack shooter. Because I think you're really going to need dart monkeys for more popping power with the set of towers they have right now. So he's going to look to do ice shredding, mimicking the strategy that TuttleFamily chose last game. While TuttleFamily is going to have to rely on most likely a 3-0 tack shooter and a 0-0 ace to deal with the grouped balloons and any sort of flaying, which could work pretty well, assuming that, you know, actually no, I don't know, that's questionable, you know, because you know for a fact that the pinks are going to get pretty far, but the ace, 0-0 ace does have pretty decent group popping power, and it looks like TuttleFamily is going to jump right onto the offensive, sending a lot of camel pinks, actually not camel pinks, regular pinks. Looks like sPEDO is leaking quite a lot there, and actually he's going to send a few space pinks at TuttleFamily. Both players defending quite well. Actually, it doesn't look like sPEDO is defending quite well, but he actually is. TuttleFamily may get another dart monkey. No, not going to get a dart monkey. It's actually just not worth it. sPEDO saying he could defend the ZOMGs. You know, possible. You know, it's not a huge stretch. Definitely don't have ninja or cannon, so it'll be very difficult, but you know, not impossible, I don't believe. sPEDO somehow not leaking whatsoever there. Despite the what appears to be him losing lots of lives, even builds an extra dart monkey, given the fact that he may be close to leaking. Doesn't even have a 3-0 attack shooter. I am really surprised that this is defending so perfectly. Maybe those ice towers are doing a lot more work than it seems. Meanwhile, TuttleFamily is looking to actually upgrade the ace rather than upgrade the the attack shooter, which is not the best choice. I would have actually just opted into upgrading the attack shooter to Ring of Fire, which is what I believe he's going to do. Or will he sell the attack shooter to get the 3-0 ace? No, he will not, because that is a terrible decision for round 8. Yeah, was he looking to get... Yeah, he was actually going to look to get the ace. Even though that was a huge waste of money. Probably going to impact his economy a bit, but not too much, as he's actually able to... He'll be fine until round 12, at least. Actually, this game is definitely going to get pretty far, given the fact that Dot Monkeys and Aces can do pretty well for camo balloons. There is very, very small potential, very small potential that we could see camo BFB rush or something along those lines. Not the best rush, obviously, but there is the possibility. As you can see, round 8 coming, and sPEDO still has like next to no defense for round 8. What is this? Absolutely no defense for Regal Whites. Just a 3-0 attack shooter, which would obviously get demolished by Regal Whites. And for some reason, TuttleFamily has decided not to send any Regal Whites, which is beyond me. And it's even more beyond me is how he appears to be leaking so much, but is not leaking whatsoever. So I'm gonna say that they had this deal that no Regal Whites are going to be sent, or anything before round 10 that you could use to kill somebody, because this is ridiculous. If you're looking at his defense, that is definitely not enough to defend anything right now. That's still not enough. Oh, and he somehow leaks to AI Blues. Maybe those grouped yellows probably got to him just a bit. TuttleFamily considering using this strat for King of the Hill. Funny how he says that, because he's technically already using this strat in King of the Hill. Obviously he means regular King of the Hill, but you know, just the thought of that. But yeah, sPEDO still very much under defending, and TuttleFamily not taking advantage of it whatsoever. We'll see if either player looks to send some sort of camo pinks. Actually, no, sPEDO's not going to look to be aggressive whatsoever. Just build up his economy. And, wow, I'm just really surprised how TuttleFamily is allowing sPEDO to get away with this defense. And I doubt he has enough money to build anything. Maybe he has enough stash to build a Ring of Fire, unless he's considering selling all his ice towers. And going to buy the Ring of Fire. 871 economy, not bad actually. But no, TuttleFamily not being as aggressive as he was in the last game, not looking to take advantage of sPEDO's very weak defense, and sPEDO definitely capitalizing, sending greens because he wants to conserve his money in case of a rush. Not that it's going to be coming anytime soon. He can actually probably just spam some ice towers, maybe a Ring of Fire, and he'll probably be okay until round 17, 18. Meanwhile, TuttleFamily looking to get another ace. Very exploitable defenses on both sides. sPEDO more with the group balloons. TuttleFamily just ceramics. Just nightmare of ceramics. We'll see if... Oh, maybe a Regal ceramic would have been better than a regular ceramic. And a Ring of Fire could probably destroy that. Yeah, Ring of Fire could definitely handle those if the ace could pop the ceramic layer at the very least. Able to get TuttleFamily lead quite a bit, but nothing significant. Nothing that's going to get TuttleFamily to build extra defense. Probably going to look to upgrade one of those to... TuttleFamily probably going to look to upload one of those aces to 0 or 3 or something along those lines to deal with ceramics that are going to come out of the Moabs. Meanwhile, sPEDO just leaking to the AI balloons, or even the group pinks. Actually going to look to move his mortar. Is he down on lives? No, he is still up on lives, despite that pretty big misplay. Yeah. Of course, leaked on purpose with his lack of defense. So yeah, he's going to pull out those Dart Monkeys for round 18. Nothing surprising there. Dart Monkeys not terrible for more popular power early on in the game. Seeing as how they're quite similar boats, not as good obviously, but yeah, pretty effective in the early run for both. TuttleFamily actually looking to send a Moab, which I think is a terrible idea. That's not going to do anything, especially since sPEDO most likely has enough money to defend that. And if the Moab layer is cracked by the time it reaches the ice towers, that's going to be next to nothing, as it appears that Moab is definitely going to get destroyed early on. sPEDO not worried whatsoever, still sending income balloons, able to pop that Moab right once it reaches the ice towers, and that's going to do nothing. So that's going to be quite the blow to TuttleFamily's economy. Worth a try, I guess, just to force sPEDO to build some defense, which he was probably going to look to do anyways, especially since he was starting to leak the AI balloons. Regardless, you know, Moab sent, no problem there. You know, I just realized I was saying something about earlier on about selling camo BFBs until I realized that TuttleFamily had mortar. I don't know. I still had this feeling that I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. So, you know, honestly, between the towers they selected, I probably wouldn't even have chosen ice. Wait, what would I have chosen? Actually, no, it really didn't matter what fourth tower. As long as they have Dartling Gun, not Dartling Gun, Dart Monkey Mortar and Ace. I think that's pretty solid right there. Pretty solid stuff right there. But yeah, both players opting into different towers there. Apparently, sPEDO doesn't even want the Ace. Ground Zero being significantly worse, so it's not a surprise that he doesn't want to use that, especially since he doesn't feel like he's going to have to use that. Just stall completely and that should be fine. Given that Ground Zero is so expensive, probably can't even get that many of them off during a rush, and he's probably not even going to be looking to actually pop a ZOMG layer, or the BFBs within a ZOMG layer, in case of a late game rush. So nothing surprising there. So maybe actually that's probably not the greatest choice. If I were to choose that just for the Spectre, honestly. Just for the Spectre. Not for the Ground Zero. But you know. No problem there. As you can see, he sold his defense there. He's going to get the ice shards. Significantly worse. As you can see, he has to have an ice cards with absolutely no ice towers surrounded by it. And I don't think that's going to work too well. Probably going to have to look to get another Ring of Fire or something along those lines, unless he wants to lead quite a bit. Actually, you know, I didn't even speak about TuttleFamily's Moab defense here. Just looking to get 3-0 attack shooters, which are also not terrible against Moabs early on, just like Dart Monkeys. Not great. And you know, the fact that they don't have ninjas, they're definitely going to have some problems around the mid to early, the early to mid 30s with those Moabs. Definitely going to have quite a bit of issues there. But yeah, attack shooter is not the greatest thing ever. Probably going to have to look to get some Dart Monkeys soon for his Moab pop power, especially since you can have those targeting the Moab specifically once you put them on strong. But yeah, I would say for now they both appear to be fine. Maybe in sPEDO's case he might be slightly under defending, especially given the fact that there are going to be quite a lot of ceramics on the next few rounds. Definitely going to have to look to build quite a bit more. Ice shards, probably going to look to sell that too. Probably not going to be the best choice to have there. As you can see, upgrades his second attack shooter to Ring of Fire, so he should be fine for now. I'm going to look to get some more 3-0 cannons. 3-0 attack shooters. And yeah, both players seem to be pretty fine for now. But TuttleFamily can definitely has his aces to fall back on, which is pretty nice for him. Oh, wow. Wait, did sPEDO try some sort of... I didn't even notice. Wow, so sPEDO tried some sort of camo exploit there, able to get 2 lives off with TuttleFamily. Not the... You know, yeah, actually at this point, they're probably able to spend their money on whatever they want. Small camo exploit just to widen the lives gap. Just to make sure that he doesn't have to rush later on. Given that both players feel that they can defend the late game. I think. And yeah, so... Will TuttleFamily looking to build another attack shooter just to be on the safe side? Another Ring of Fire, probably not really necessary right now. I really think he would benefit a lot from a 0-3 Ace, given the way his defense is looking right now, and some Dart Monkeys. Eventually. More eco that I got than what I got here. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Maybe talking about that tournament we had that didn't. Yeah. So yeah, I'm guessing both their economies are somewhere around 2,000, 2,500, maybe even 3,000. I remember one time being very surprised at what kind of income you can get in these rounds. TuttleFamily looking to set a quick camo ceramic, which can do absolutely nothing. sPEDO probably even had his Dart Monkeys upgraded with camo, so that's not going to do anything. Mortar actually caught that right away, so he was perfectly fine there. But, yes, both players are going to have to stop their economy pretty soon and start worrying about these AI balloons. As round 30 is a pretty big gap between round 30 and round 29. And, yeah. Especially since they can't pop these BFBs automatically. So, that's probably going to cause quite a bit of a problem on round 31. You'd have to imagine more for TuttleFamily than for sPEDO right now. Actually, no, definitely more for sPEDO because he's using Dart Monkeys for camo detection and the mortar only, and he's not looking to upgrade this mortar right now. Or will he actually get this 2-4 mortar? That's a really good, it's a very good option. TuttleFamily's still looking to get these 3-0 attack shooters for Moabs, which I do not agree with. I I really don't. I really think he should just get the play it safe, upgrade. No, get Dart Monkeys, play it safe. But no, he's going to go with Tax Shooter spam. As you can see, neither player popped in the BFB layer yet. TuttleFamily first off to do that. Actually, he looks like he's going to be completely fine. Even has a 2-4 Tax Shooter, the 2-4 mortar. Probably even has ace upgrades if you want. And yeah, might not even use Dart Monkeys this game. That is very surprising if he doesn't. Yeah, because I think it's even cheaper defense. Oh, wait a second. Maybe that's an option. That's a thing right there. It might not be a cheaper defense. But, you know, it's questionable as to which one is actually better for ceramics. But, you know, yeah, both players saving up their money. Obviously, TuttleFamily knows that he's probably going to be the one that has to send the rush, as sPEDO has the option to either defend or to send a rush. Wow. It's kind of funny. If you look at this, the sPEDO side and you look at the mortar, it looks like it's doing absolutely nothing to the cannon balloons there. But obviously it's the camoizing them or whatever, but it just looks like it's not doing anything, which is just terrible. Not doing what you pay for. As you can see, we'll see if they actually have any problems with this round. It's pretty strong mobs here. Usually you have to see them being slowed down in normal King of the Hill. This is a pretty long map, so probably not going to have to do that, really. TuttleFamily finally looking to build Dart Monkeys. Maybe just Juggernauts, or actually just preparation, just in case something is going to be close to killing him. That's went out by pretty fast, actually, so Blues that are not popped previously are definitely going to affect the next round. And not only yet, so yeah, it's definitely just TuttleFamily preparing for with Super Monkey Fan Club, just in case anything gets too far. Maybe even 1 or 2 more zero MGs can be enough for a problem for sPEDO to not be able to defend it, especially given the fact that he does not have Ninja. So it's nothing. It's not going to be an easy task. Oh my goodness, no! We're actually seeing sPEDO setting the zero MG, so he's just going to be on the offensive here. Nevertheless, it's going to definitely be a problem for TuttleFamily. Between rounds 34 and 36 to defend this, especially with no Ninja. Oh my gosh, is TuttleFamily definitely have to use the mortar ability pretty soon here, just to prolong just some of these mobs getting very far. Actually, no, just this one mob getting pretty far here, and he's gonna have to worry about the BFB that's gonna come soon. So probably gonna have to look to GZ this eventually. Maybe, even though that GZ is actually very expensive, maybe not the best option there. But I think doing quite a bit of damage here to the ZMG player. Nothing bad here. Actually looking to send his ZMG his own. I probably would not have opted into this. Maybe at least defending the ZMG on his side. Not much camera detection either. Finally looking to get that 0-3 ace to deal with the natural cannon balloons here. Doing just fine. 2-0 with the 2-4 mortar and the 0-3. Now 0-4 ace, able to use 1 ground 0. Not worrying. I wouldn't worry too much about these AI balloons right now. Just the first ZMG is definitely what we're gonna have to look to worry about. Getting very far, and I believe that if it gets to the oh wow, whoa, you know, I really did not notice how much damage the tax shooters are doing to this ZOMG here. May actually be able to defend this with these tax shooters and these Dart Monkeys. Meanwhile, the ZOMG on sPEDO side is actually no, it's being dealt with definitely. He's even looking to get the Juggernaut with the Super Monkey Fan Club. Works very well, able to put a dent in that ZOMG layer. Actually, TuttleFamily is able to pop the first ZOMG. We'll see if he looks to GZ this. He's definitely going to have to GZ this at least once, maybe, no, a few times actually to pop the BFBs at the very least. Probably not trying to Z, no, definitely gonna have to, oh my gosh, what is he doing here? He just has to GZ these Moabs. Okay, yeah, so it's definitely gonna have to do some, GZ spamming here. And sPEDO sending yet another ZOMG, so completely at this point ignoring the fact that he has a ZOMG on his side. He thinks that he can definitely kill TuttleFamily with his ZOMGs. But it looks like TuttleFamily is able to actually deal with the first ZOMG with these GZs, but definitely not enough money to defend the next one, given that he sent a ZOMG of his own. However, actually, wow, how the heck is the ZOMG on TuttleFamily? No, the ZOMG is fired further on TuttleFamily, no, on sPEDO's side. So now the question is, what's going to get there first? Who's going to die first? Who is going to die first here? So it's probably just going to be complete stalling game at this point, because you don't want to pop, you really do not want to pop that layer of the ZOMG. And now that TuttleFamily has absolutely no defenses up to these ceramics to actually probably kill him. Meanwhile, it's the same thing on sPEDO's side. He has for some reason gotten the big one, definitely looking to deal with these ceramics. He's going to have to use a lot of stalling here to be able to at least deal with these mobs. If he can pop these mobs, he can definitely make the next one. But it looks like TuttleFamily is actually leaking these ceramics here. It's still stalling here. Keeps his ring of fire just to deal with these ceramics. Just stalling at this point. He may actually pop the ZOMG layer, which is not what he wants to do whatsoever. He wants to make sure that the ZOMG takes as long as possible to get to the end. Oh my god, it looks like their ZOMGs are actually getting to the end at the exact same speed. Maybe it's the fact that sPEDO has actually done a lot more stalling that he doesn't have to worry about. And no, it looks like it's going bad for TuttleFamily, as he has now popped the ZOMG to BFB layer, which is going to be a significant problem for him. He's looking to GZ this at this point because he knows that he cannot outstall, given that the fact that ZOMG is way slower than the BFB, and that sPEDO has pretty much won at that point. Definitely going to have to look just to stall. If he cannot GZ, too much money spent on GZs apparently, he's going to have to very much stall his stalls. It actually looks like sPEDO has actually popped the ZOMG too. He actually has some mobs to deal with, given that both players actually have to deal with ceramics. Still dealing with ceramics. Actually, complete defense on both players' sides. And TuttleFamily actually have enough money for GZs. What is this? I did not think he would have enough money for GZs. Still has towers on his side. Still looking to defend. Yeah, mobs getting very far on sPEDO's side, and the BFBs are getting to the end on TuttleFamily's side. Oh my goodness. And TuttleFamily's both players still have defenses on this side. Definitely looking to sell everything. Just stall. And it's looking like someone's definitely going to die on this one. And it's looking like it's going to be the GG here for TuttleFamily. That was some very intense stalling there. Looking to sell all of their defenses there to stall out the ceramics. sPEDO definitely being very over-aggressive there with a third ZOMG. Probably could have looked to defend the one ZOMG on his side if he didn't send that one. But at the point where he sent two ZOMGs, he was pretty much all in, because he probably didn't even have enough money to defend. And as soon as they got to this round, they probably knew it was going to be over anyways. Didn't even look to use any sort of blade maelstrom or anything along those lines. And yeah, that's just how it turned out for them. Very interesting game though. Very close. As you can see, mobs there. If you look at the bottom there, mobs getting at the end of sPEDO's side. They actually were able to kill him, and BFB is just very close to killing TuttleFamily, even ceramics, but TuttleFamily able to pull out the win. So that is now 2-0 for TuttleFamily, and we will see what sPEDO chooses for Game 3. It's Game 3 here, and sPEDO chose Temple. Sorry, I am terrible with names here. Temple. Odd tower selection there for TuttleFamily. Temple. This will be very interesting because early on they can still ice shred. The question is, how are they going to deal with round 13? I mean, their only option really is to have. Yeah, he's bringing up the ice patch. The only option really is to have the 4-0 cannon. And back in the day, I believe if you had a 4-0 cannon or 4-2 cannon and you spammed ice towers, you could be able to defend BFB rushes pretty easily. Nothing terrible, or something along those lines. But ice shards just became so important, able to pop just so many balloons, so many with Arctic wind and stuff, and now that's not available to them. So round 13 can be a lot harder for them, but the early game still hasn't changed. They still have towers that they're very comfortable with the exception of no ninja in this. Given that was not among the towers that they were able to choose from, or for some reason neither of them, or TuttleFamily, I'm just going to call it TuttleFamily here, did not opt into ninja, which would have been a very poor idea. But given that, I'm assuming that since it's already hard enough to defend with the towers they have here, I mean, obviously this is probably the best tower selections they could have had anyways. But yeah, both players obviously going to look to ice shred, because ice shredding in the early game, as I said before, still quite effective, very easy on this map, something that even I can do, even though I don't even play this game anymore. So I'm not expecting either player to leak whatsoever before round 8. And as before, it was before, and when ice towers used to be very effective on this map, it's the same situation. How you choose to defend round 8, and there are various ways of defending round 8 on this map. 3-0 cannon, mortar. I really dislike the idea of using mortar. Very much dislike the idea of doing that. So I'm looking for TuttleFamily to use 3-so cannon. Probably sPEDO to do the same thing. Until then, just a lot of you know, building up the economy, be able to get to like 500, 600 maybe even. I'm not sure. Maybe 600 before round 8. Yeah, maybe that's a bit of a stretch. That might be a bit of a stretch. Well, at the very least 500 before round 8. And yeah, pretty safe here. Not much you can say early on here. It's not like it's anything new going on so far. Maybe this game, one of the players will finally choose to take advantage of the fact that ice is... You just exploit the defense of ice towers on round 8. I mean, I swear, it's like they had this deal prior to going into this series that we're not going to send Regal Rights on round 8 because we just want to have some decently long games. Like you saw that on game 1 and maybe a bit more on game 2. Actually, no, what am I saying? Definitely more on game 2, where they definitely could have taken advantage of the fact that they had such bad Regal White defenses. Oh, so TuttleFamily finally going to look to take advantage of that. sPEDO, definitely with the superior ice, what's called round 8 defense, he's just going to be able to build some ice towers, be able to defend that just fine. Maybe leak quite a bit, but not too horribly. TuttleFamily up into the mortar defense that I really don't like. I really don't like it. Once again, sPEDO is not going to look to take advantage of that. That's going to actually be a problem for... you know, I really didn't even think about this. But round... what is that round? Round 11. It's going to be quite a significant problem. In fact, it could be GG round 11 with some Regro Zebras. Just all-out Regro Zebras. And, you know... 666. Yeah, you know, it could be just all-out GG if either player wants to do that. Yeah, and TuttleFamily, the way to do... Actually, both players... sPEDO definitely under defending here. TuttleFamily really has to look to take advantage of the fact that sPEDO is definitely under defending here. And does not have enough defensive Regro Zebras. Oh, no, he's looking to get frag bombs. That is a very wise decision. Not upgrading at the cluster bombs. Just so that the Regal Whites and such can be dealt with. The Zebras can even be dealt with in case they get too far by those fragments. No! He gets the cluster bombs. So, I'm really expecting TuttleFamily to take advantage of sPEDO's defense right here. Or someone, please, take advantage of the other person's defense. Please. Oh, what is TuttleFamily? So, TuttleFamily is looking to get the 4-0 cannon, so he should be completely safe. However, their defenses are not perfect at the moment. There are still Camel Pinks very available. I don't even think... No, wait, did sPEDO... You know, no, sPEDO did get bigger blast. He did get bigger blast, but his defense is very exploitable with Camel Pinks. As was TuttleFamily, as you can see, both players put their mortars in different spots. So definitely no perfect... At least I don't believe there's any perfect Camel Pink defense. Definitely look to take advantage of that at some point. But for now, TuttleFamily is definitely safe. sPEDO gets his 4-2 cannon, so he's safe. Even gets an ice tower there early. Huh. Interesting. So he's getting some early ice towers. Maybe looking to deal with the ceramics in case they get far, or, you know. Yeah, probably looking to, just in case ceramics could get somewhat far. Because, you know, not enough ice towers. Oh, looks like sPEDO's actually going to send a ceramic there. Just to see what it can do to TuttleFamily's defense. But the 4-2 cannon, definitely still good. Still good. More than enough to defend the ceramic. Maybe build some more ice towers on TuttleFamily's side. He should be just fine. Just to be on the cautious side. But I still do not like how much these players have kind of under-defended. You know, I just think that camos at some point are just going to be terrible to deal with. And yeah, any player really looking to take advantage of that, just building up their economy. Most likely they'll look to get to 1,000 because, you know, the early game is very easy. And yeah, just probably going to be a regular game from here on out. Maybe until a bit in the later game. Definitely, given that they couldn't even defend mines really with stalling, no way that TuttleFamily at the very least could defend this. Given that he has no ninja. Definitely going to be very difficult, even if you were to attempt to defend that. Not enough economy, not enough of really anything to be able to defend that. Speedo calling for late game. Definitely not the kind of thing you'd want. Yeah, both players just slightly building up for their economy there. As you can see, Speedo setting some reds. Might look to send a rush because he's trying to save his money here. Not even completely upgrading his Moab defense. No, actually, looking to send some blues, then some greens. Very mixed economy. He's just going through all the colors there. TuttleFamily just, inking out a bit of his income there. Not spending all of it. Definitely saving some money. I don't know what he's saving it for. Maybe he's looking to send something at Speedo. Speedo actually sending a Moab, and then some camo picks. Oh, definitely looking to exploit the mortar of TuttleFamily. Probably didn't even have to send the Moab. Will those ceramics do anything? Oh no, even the Moab was pretty effective. That was very well played by Speedo, actually. Finally, someone takes advantage of the defense of this person significantly there. Actually, very well done. TuttleFamily looking directly to counter there. The question is, will Speedo defend here? Because he definitely spent quite a bit of money on that rush he just sent. Actually sending a Moab. Might be fast cooldown Moabs here. And it looks like the Moab's actually very weak. So TuttleFamily is going to be able to defend these first few. Definitely pop the Moab layers at the very least. Probably going to look to get some more ice towers instead of cluster bombs. That's probably going to be way more effective for him. Looks like he's defending this perfectly. That is surprising. The 4-2 cannon doing a lot of work here. But no, there's just some blacks right through the end there. Oh my goodness, that's probably going to be the GG. Is that going to be the GG? Oh, that's going to be the GG there. Pretty wise there by Speedo. TuttleFamily saying the BFB. Not much you can do. Maybe you could have decided to pull out to the later game instead of ZLMG Rush or something like that. Really wasn't looking to do that. Probably wanted to end a lot earlier. Thought that the BFB was more than enough, but Speedo wasn't even looking to defend that, which I find very surprising. He probably could defend that just fine, but in the event that TuttleFamily did go for an all-out rush with camos, probably wasn't looking to really deal with all that, as he didn't have Ninja or such. So yeah, going for the fast cooldown Moab rush, very effective. Well, effective enough to get him the win and keep him in this series, which is now at 2-1. We will see what TuttleFamily chooses for Game 4. Game 4 here, TuttleFamily going into A game. Ninja, Cannon, Dartling guns, but oh, that's not delicious towers right there. That's death. That's not. I do want to point out that I heard that TuttleFamily does have an effective, at some point he had a good strat. Then followed Dartling gun, which I saw and I thought it was really cool. Dartling gun on this map worked out very fine. Used farms Dartling gun. Worked very well. As you can see, he doesn't have farms here. Doesn't have mortar. So he's looking to have Ninja and Spike Factory. So the horrors of round 12 are going to come, or even earlier, because there's just so many bad rounds. It's actually almost laughable how many bad rounds there are for these towers. Just the things that mortar really does for you. You never really think about it. It's not even just the camo popping power, but the Bernie stuff is just very effective against certain balloons. The fact that they don't have that, could be a bit of a problem. Maybe not in the early game. As you can see, both players looking to get a cannon. Probably 3-1 Ninja to be able to defend the pinks, and they should just be just fine. TuttleFamily looking at the 3-0, the 3-1 Ninja. He's gonna be just fine. Speedo opting to get another Ninja. Pretty much the same thing, but eventually he's probably gonna have to sell that other Ninja, or maybe not, because he spent actually less money on his defense, and meanwhile TuttleFamily has spent more, leaked more. It's pretty surprising there. No, Speedo is still leaking, and TuttleFamily is still selling pinks. And now Speedo is deciding to set some pinks here, which is gonna do absolutely nothing because the 3-0 Ninja is very good. And his layering is not the greatest at this point in time. Meanwhile, TuttleFamily's layering looks very, very good, but when you consider the fact that in the Mines game, it looked like Speedo was leaking a lot more than he was actually leaking. Probably not going to do very much there. Able to get maybe 2 lives off of Speedo there, forcing him to get the 3-1 Ninja, but not much there. sPEDO definitely gonna have to look to get a ninja at the beginning, just like TuttleFamily did, or else those blasts are just gonna demolish them completely. TuttleFamily getting another cannon. Ooh. Maybe not the best option. Ooh. Oh, probably because of the layering. Yeah, maybe because of the layering. But definitely, I want to get another ninja. I don't like the idea of one ninja for this. And what are they going to do for round 8? You know, like I said, there's so many bad rounds. Like, oh my goodness. You know, I see round 8 being a pretty big problem here. TuttleFamily still sending some blacks there. Still not doing anything. Not even close to doing anything there. What they're going to do, maybe a 3-0 cannon, maybe some cannon spam. Actually, three cannons, 3-0 cannons might be able to do pretty fine and get the great balloons. TuttleFamily is just going to look to get the 3-0 cannon. sPEDO looking to do the same. Oh my goodness, he stashed so much money. How much? He must have terrible economy if he was able to get all of that defense in one go there. Not even actually building any sort of, not even looking to get any more economy whatsoever at this match, because he knows this is not going far at all. TuttleFamily at this point is looking to stop too. This is bad. Definitely nothing above. I would not even imagine 450. More than I would have expected, for sure. TuttleFamily not even much above, and he has less defense, which is pretty surprising. So yeah, now he's still looking to build his Dartling gun. His sPEDO not building anything here, and Regrolets can be pretty bad here. If they can get, because I believe that if they get past the first 3-0 cannon on sPEDO's side, then they'll be led by the time they reach the ninjas, and that's GG there. And it doesn't even matter. It looks like sPEDO's going to send the count with the Regrolets, and it looks like TuttleFamily's dealing with these just fine for the time being. Probably gonna have to look to get another ninja there to avoid the blocks turning into leads by the time they get to the ninja. But oh my goodness, sending Regro leads and Regro zebras. Oh my, that's definitely gonna be the GG. Is that gonna be the oh, look at Z's leads getting to the end there. Regro leads. Oh, that's the GG for sure. That's just not enough to defend there without the opportunity to have more there. You know, TuttleFamily just had no chance. It was really just up to whoever could send the rush first there. sPEDO obviously thinking quite ahead. Stopping his economy on round 7, I believe. Probably had more than enough money. I don't even think he had to sell any of his defense to do that, but not much of a worry because TuttleFamily was for some reason looking to completely defend camos even with the Dartling gun without the any sort of camo lead or such popping power, so he's probably going to get demolished by that anyways. Camo lead's not being the best thing to send, but mixed up with some other camo balloons, and you got a real problem there. But regardless, sPEDO able to take advantage of the fact that TuttleFamily was being very defensive there, and grabs another win to tie the series up at 2-2. We will see what TuttleFamily chooses for what may or may not be the final game, and we will see for Game 5. So, I have no idea if this is the final game or not. Once again, I'm going to say that this is titled definitely not King Series. So, I'll say final game. We'll say final game here. Game 5, final game. TuttleFamily has selected Yin Yang. Me talking too much. I didn't even pay attention to the towers he had. But, did I see boat? I chose wrong towers. Could have had the option to redo. Okay, so I definitely saw boat. So they definitely both have boat. Oh, and TuttleFamily, even though he had the wrong towers, he's gonna go through with this, changing his mind, but definitely has the good stuff. So boat ace. Okay, we can definitely figure out what 4 towers he has here. So boat, probably ace. Not terrible actually. Be able to defend decently well. Actually, the fact that he has boat, he can definitely get past round 20. So this could probably go decently far, given that both players have enough economy, and they don't fail extremely hard. No offense, like they did in the earlier games, but yeah, we'll see what the stuff they have. Yeah, so both players just looking to get their boats up there. Should be fine. 2 boats, maybe even get a 3rd boat there just to be on the safe side. Life's not going to matter really, but you know, quite a bit of spamming there. Life's not really going to matter there, but you know, just trying to build up their economy at this point. and forthcoming. Maybe some pinks just to force sPEDO to build. No, he already upgraded to his second grape shot. Maybe just another 0-0 boat, just in case. And I don't even want to know what they're talking about in the chat. Not that I paid attention to it, but when you see enough of when you see that word, you already know you've seen pretty much enough. Yeah, you know, no, just too much. I'm taking the time to try and read the chat, and it's just not worth knowing what they're talking about. But anyways, both players just building up for their economy here. TuttleFamily going with some unfortunately pointless layering. Doesn't really matter because he still has to send full waves of pinks. Not pinks, group blues with some pinks. What the heck? That layering was not pointless? What? So sPEDO definitely under defending. TuttleFamily able to take advantage of that. So now sPEDO setting some pinks. TuttleFamily's definitely gonna leak. Yeah, no question about that. He was under defending even more. Leaks less? What? Really? Wow, do you see the effectiveness of grape shots there? I would not even assume that he would defend that completely. I thought for sure he was going to leak at the very least 10 lives. Would definitely be down on lives after being so greedy with his defense, but apparently not. As this keeps freezing for me. I don't know why the screen keeps freezing for me. But yeah, both players there. Have the 3 grape shots here, so they should be fine for this point. Maybe get a cannon ship for round 8. That should be more than enough to be able to defend round 8. Or maybe get the ace. So that's not the worst group balloon popping power. And definitely 3 grape. Oh, whoa, mortar. Okay, so mortar, ace, boat. More than enough to defend everything. Now, I really hope that we get to see what TuttleFamily's 4th tower was, assuming that he has ace. Probably has ace, because you're going to need something to do with the regrow rainbows. Yeah. Well, both players just looking to build up economy here, not looking to worry so much about this in the early rounds. Probably around 600 economies. They didn't have to do much about it with their defenses. Boats are very effective early on, especially on this map. Given that there's quite a lot of space for them. And yeah, regrows aren't much of a problem on this map. So yeah, TuttleFamily actually pulling out his ace at this point. Not looking to get demolished by the camos, not camos, the regrow leads and zebras like he did last game, which is very unfortunate. Meanwhile, sPEDO actually just worrying about his camo right now. Probably gonna have a 3-0. Oh, wow. So TuttleFamily is actually looking for boat spam? Not enough for ace spam? No? I'll just get a 3-0 ace. You can play it very safe. That, some boats, and, excuse me. That 3-0 ace, and 0-3 ace boats. More, it can be very effective against round 13. And sPEDO playing on the safe side, doesn't even want any camo picks to get by, even though TuttleFamily is not even looking to send these whatsoever. And once again, me not paying attention to the chat, they're saying a few things that I have no idea what they're saying, and I kind of want to look back to check on what they may have been saying. So, sPEDO looking to get the cannon ship. So he definitely has not enough defense for round 13. Well, you know, the thing about round 13 is that although he may not have enough defense, it's not the kind of thing that TuttleFamily can really capitalize on, because he definitely has to send a lot of waves of Rico Ramos to be able to really take advantage of the fact that sPEDO doesn't have enough defense. So at the very least, he can look to send some ceramics, potentially hope that they regrow and get sPEDO to leak, or even sPEDO. Actually, sPEDO really can't do anything to TuttleFamily's defense. Maybe some ceramic too, just because he doesn't have enough boats at the moment. But really, realistically, it's just no. TuttleFamily's defense is definitely solid. Definitely pretty good there. And yeah, so guess both players just need to build up their economy. Looks like at this point, with absolutely no aggressive play whatsoever, we are going to the late game yet again with some stalling. Hopefully, or not hopefully, possibly both of the players have ninjas, so they'll actually be able to defend these balloons. Which is what I'm really waiting for, to see if they have ninja. At the very least, for TuttleFamily's 4th tower is maybe has definitely doesn't have something like Tack Shooter. You know, I really want to know. Maybe he has Dart Monkey. Or like, whoa, sending LEDs. Ooh. Okay, that's very interesting. Sending some LEDs. Not sure what that's about, but yeah, I'm probably just trying to save some money, get some economy. It's about as strange as what I thought. The rainbows were slightly strange, but whatever. Both players just getting up their defenses for round 18 at this point. Not looking really to die to Moabs. Be very unfortunate if something like that were to happen. Yeah, no. Definitely TuttleFamily looking to actually over-defend. Or maybe the fact that the Moabs get pretty... you know, you can't clump the boats in one spot. You know, the Moabs get pretty far. The fact they don't have ninja. Or maybe they don't have ninja. I'd like to see if there's something like a Moab rush. Like a fast cooldown Moab rush again. Because that's, you know, how often do you see fast cooldown Moab rushes that are effective? Never is the answer to that, because fast cooldown Moab rushes are terrible for the most part. At least from what I've seen, they haven't been the most effective things to send. But right now it looks like Speed is just setting up some straight up economy, and he's pulling out the Dartling gun, so at the very least he has a Dartling gun, maybe Ace. Unless he has something completely against Ace, or he pulled out an Ace and I never noticed. But at the very least he has Dartling guns. TuttleFamily may have Dartling guns also, but I don't see much use for them unless he's going to maybe place them later to deal with the Moabs and BFBs in the event that he does not have enough popping power from the boats, or he's not looking to get a Spectre. Spectre being very, actually probably not even being the best thing. Very expensive, and then on top of that, probably not even the best Moab popping power. Good for ceramics, but, you know. Yeah, even SPEDO calling the over-defend. Definitely, TuttleFamily was definitely a little bit more worried about round 18 than needed. I mean, 5 or 6, 7 boats maybe would have been more than enough. And then he has his unupgraded aces. And then he has his 3 Ace. So more than enough money. But you know, there's nothing wrong with being very passive here, or not being passive, and being very safe here at the very least. In the sense that he doesn't have to worry about leaking for quite a while, except for the fact that it looks like the Bloons are getting very far there. And how sad would that be, that you over-defend and you still leak? So now you're down on lives and income. The sadness. That's the ultimate. I don't know. That's just the worst possible thing. As you can see, SPEDO pulling out the Ace at this point. So he has. I assume at this point they have the exact same towers. SPEDO putting out the Ace. This is getting very laggy very quickly. I should have. Yeah, he really should have. He really should have. But you know, if I were him, I'd be glad he didn't. You know, because you know he would have had to send so much. You know, maybe not so much. You know, I would like to see maybe even just a test, like one or two groups. No, not even one group. Oh god, no. No, maybe 3 groups. 3 groups would have had to be it. Or even all out. I would have taken the risk. But since it's 2-2, probably not even looking to do that. And at the very least, he's up on lives. So I mean, he has that to look forward to. Doesn't have to worry about rushing or random AI Bloons killing him. Actually, given the fact that they have no ninjas, there's always the chance that random AI Bloons can kill them. Or something can come out of nowhere and boom! Leaves all your lives. But, looking like we're going to go to another 0-2 at the least. Not the most, maybe. Given that no player dies early. They have boats, so it's not like they should have any sort of problems with the BFBs this time. Which is good. For them, at least. But the ceramics... that's going to be very interesting to see. That's when you might want Spectre. Assuming the Spectre does not get destroyed horribly by these late game ceramics. I've never actually seen ceramics in the late game at the very least. But yeah, so sPEDO, actually no. Both players are actually getting a lot more defense. One of them is actually starting to get quite a bit stronger, so you know you want to get some more defense just to avoid leaking too much of these mobs. Looks like TuttleFamily may actually. Whoa! Oh Jesus! Oh, that's terrible. That's whoa! 20. What the heck? What? 22 lives. Worse than I thought. That's the least I can say about that. Way worse than I thought. Okay, so as I said before, you over defend and you still leak a load. Okay, so TuttleFamily is definitely gonna have to get some more defense. Definitely do some micros more, and I wouldn't even look to get the aces right here, or at least get another 0-3 ace. He's definitely gonna need to get another 0-3 ace. I mean, that would really help him. Looks like he has more defense than sPEDO. Whoa, Hydro Rocket Pods. Okay, so I can see why sPEDO's not leaking here. So sPEDO's very much in the lead here. Economy, very interesting thing to ask. Probably something around 3,000. Not even 3,000. 2.5 is enough. It's enough to rush and to potentially defend, assuming that sPEDO doesn't pull what he pulled last time, where he rushed us. Given that he's done that before, and it's won him the game, or no, wait a second, it didn't win him the game. So probably might not be the best option for him. You know, maybe he's looking to try that again. Maybe go out a quick win, because that was a good option. It was close, very close actually. Not enough to part in the win. And oh my goodness, Spike Factory. Oh, okay, so not even gonna have to rely completely on the boats for mod popping power. Would have been pretty nice if you had. Whoa, is it just me or does Spike Factory shoot faster than I expected? Yeah, that's definitely just me. But yeah, so assuming he would have been up on lives, that would have been very necessary luxury for him to have tack shooters. But yeah, 22 lives, not the best position to be in. But at least he can get the I believe the 4-2 tack shooter is pretty strong. So you know it's not the biggest problem. What? sPEDO has 4K economy and he has the Hydro Rocket Pro. That's very interesting. But he's definitely gonna have a huge issue. Huge issue defending the later ZOMGs. Definitely gonna have an issue with those. We'll see here. He gets a Spectre. He actually gets a Spectre. So this whole time I'm trolling Spectre, even saying that they might be a pretty good option. Gets a Spectre, so he definitely doesn't have to worry about ceramics. Meanwhile, he has his Hydro Rocket Pod, so he's going to be pretty fine there. Could be a problem when he's actually going to have to micro for his defense against the ZOMGs. Probably not even going to look to do that. You know, probably going to be another both players set ZOMGs, because it's really not a matter of stalling or defending, because there's no way that either of them are actually going to be able to pop these ZOMG layers, at the very least. They're definitely not going to be able to pop them. But, I actually don't know what to do. No, you're definitely gonna have to. Yeah, you're definitely. There is no other way. It's really just a matter of the ZOMG and who ZOMG can get to the end first. Who could potentially crack their ZOMG? And actually, if you're TuttleFamily, you may actually want to consider cracking the ZOMG at this point. Maybe not. Maybe not with spam. Oh my goodness, that actually may get very far. Definitely got to GZ that. Maybe even mortar stall. No. Nope, neither. Nope, GZ it. Nope. See, cause nope. Oh my god, doesn't even. Oh, so you had to waste 2 abilities. Oh, how sad. Wasted both abilities. Could have just GZ'd it. Made it easier on himself. Whatever, you know, doesn't want to take any chances. Actually getting the 4-0 tack shooter. Is that it? Tack shooter. Spike Factory, is that? Oh, that is terrible. And look how slow that shoots. That's pitiful. That's a really bad upgrade. Really should think about changing that again, because it's just so terrible. And unfortunately, TuttleFamily is actually forced to have to spam the Spike Factory ability here. At least use it again. Upgrading to 2-3 when he should really just look to get to 0-3. Maybe even 1-3 if he's really, you know, really matters that much to him that the spikes actually do that much. But yeah, at the very least, you're not going to have some problems here with this round. But he's really gonna have to look to send this rush eventually. Wow, so he's calling the GG here. Not much money. sPEDO looks to have a pretty nice victory here, unless he decides to blow it completely. 3 Spectres, what I'm not noticing. Some upgraded boats. TuttleFamily can't even send the rush yet. So sPEDO might actually, if sPEDO's really feeling confident, he might actually want to send one ZOMG. Because he has the boat, so it's not like he can't defend anything up to that point, really. The Moabs and the BFB shouldn't be a problem with the Spectres and the Pirates. So it's really just a question about sPEDO throwing at this point. Our TuttleFamily definitely have to spend a lot of money on these abilities. Oh no, it's not like no, maybe he might not have to do. Oh my goodness, look at that! Oh, look at this Spike Factory, absolutely pitiful, pitiful upgrade. Look at that, just runs right through the Moab just runs right through those. It's terrible to see that. You know, 4-2 Spike Factories are so good in the other Bloons games, but in this game they're just so hard to watch. And now these ceramics are going to be a problem for TuttleFamily. Doesn't even have a Spectre still. Probably have this. Oh, just have to mortar spam these. Oh no, he could probably rely on his 4-2 Spike Factory. That's pretty wise there. So the 4-2 Spike Factory actually probably doing some stuff there. Calling the GG there, calling himself screwed because it's just looking terrible, terrible for him. Whoa! Didn't even notice he sent a ZOMG. So he's sending one ZOMG here against sPEDO. It's really just a matter of sPEDO defending one ZOMG. But the fact that he has no ninja could actually be a problem. He's not even looking to stall here. I actually got to GG these Moabs getting pretty far, as he did not pop. Did he? Oh! Moabs! No, I wouldn't imagine that would have happened. He probably would have even just BF. He probably just would have used Iris on that Moab. Or those BFB or something. But that ZOMG is getting disgustingly far, and as you can see, sPEDO is not stalling whatsoever, and there's still a ZOMG layer. It's getting very dangerous here. Probably should have looked at the stall a lot earlier, because he is now in some pretty big trouble here. Finally putting a dent in the ZOMG here, but it's getting very far, very fast, no slowing down, no stalling. Actually, TuttleFamily might have to worry a bit about his side. It's not like he could send another one or even go all out, because he's doomed for sure. Probably just looking to be able to defend around 38, 39. Probably should be at the very least okay for those rounds, because he could just GZ around 38 balloons. But sPEDO actually definitely gonna have to pop the ZOMG. Definitely, no question about that. He's going to have to stall for his life to be able to pop this ZOMG and potentially be able to use pirates here. But that ZOMG has gotten way too far. Spectres, as you can see, not the best Moab popping power, and that appears to be the GG. Is it really going to get a GG there with one ZOMG? sPEDO actually stalling out of his mind. As you can see, he sells everything. Only has one Spectre at this point, maybe 2. As TuttleFamily actually has to. Oh my gosh, he really has to GZ this these ceramics here, or maybe you could just go with the mortar stall. Both players actually going with complete mortar stall here, but the ZOMG is getting way too far on sPEDO's side. It looks like TuttleFamily might be able to edge him out here, able to completely defend round 38. The ZOMG is getting very far. Is that the GG? No, sPEDO is still. There's no ZOMG on the screen, so at the very least he must have died, and that's going to be the GG there. Very close, but unfortunately, sPEDO just not respecting the 1 ZOMG. At the very least, maybe he did respect it, just didn't have enough of. I don't even know what what was going on there. Darling Gun Spam maybe would have been a bit better for him. Maybe some more boats. I really don't know what he could have done there, but the problem is not having Ninja there to be able to slow down ZOMGs. Not enough boats and such. Just wasn't able to get past one ZOMG on this map, which is very sad. And as you can see, he had a lot of money there, able to do a lot of stalls. Even though he sold his defense, wasn't able to crack the ZOMG there. Very sad for him. As you can see, he had quite a lot of luxuries. 4-0 boat, maybe even 4-2 boat there. Not like it did much for him though. And yeah, TuttleFamily able to pull out the improbable win. Very fortunate for him, given how he blew his mid game there with just quite the leak. Had no economy. What I believe was terrible tower selection. I would not have actually went for the Spike Director, maybe. Maybe the Dartling Gun. Actually, it really didn't really matter. And yeah, just able to pull out quite the win there. Pretty good. Pretty good for TuttleFamily. Great series there. I'm a big fan of commentating the random King of the Hill series. And yeah, well played by both players. TuttleFamily take out the 3-2 victory, and quite a GG to both players. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is the Prime 19, and stay tuned for the next King of the Hill video.